All right, today I thought I would take you along on a journey to a lesson I'm actually creating for my Mixed Media Society members. It's one of my 3 monthly memberships. And in the Mixed Media Society, we do all things painting and mixed media and wet media. And I thought that we're gonna do a lesson on skin tones in Tombows. And before I get this lesson started, this is a reference I'll be using, a digital art piece by Cameron Mark. And I reached out to him over Instagram. I absolutely love his digital faces and asked if I could use this. And he said, yes, that would be great. So this is a reference I'm going to be working with. The real-time version of how to draw this is in my Fun Fab Drawing Club. And then I will be doing actually 4 lessons on how to do skin tones in Tombow markers in my Mixed Media Society membership. But for today on YouTube, I wanted to show you how I use my Swatch Copy Color book to genuinely test my art supplies. It's so important to swatch your art supplies. I cannot emphasize that enough. If you know exactly what you're using, you eliminate all possibilities of surprises, mistakes, and that's why I created this book, which I published actually months ago, and I'm so busy I haven't even gotten around to make a single post on Instagram, even though it's been out forever. So it's actually a pretty whopping big book, and there's a couple different ways that I like to use it. And actually, I tell you the 3 when you open the book. You can basically use it to swatch, and you can use there's different areas. You can use those squares for swatching, which I'm going to do now with my Tombow markers. Because if I don't have them in order or whatever, using the grids to graphically, visually see all the different colors, you can do it by cap, but a lot of times the caps are not truly representative of the color of the marker, so it's so important to swatch. So I'm going to be using these first, and then just to show you the book, you can also use these as coloring pages, but you can also, I use these as practice faces, and you're welcome to replicate these and use them for your own, but you can also use the faces themselves for swatching, which is also super helpful if you're doing something like this, where I'm doing skin tones. I could actually go through the little exercise, and I'm going to probably be doing that as well, just a little bit before you get to your actual main meat of the project. So this whole book is filled with these swatch squares, and then you get 1, 2 large faces to practice on, and then you get 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets of these swatching faces. And I forget how many faces are in here, but there's different designs. And you can also, again, use the back of the pages for doodling, coloring. Now this swatch book is really only appropriate for dry media, so don't go and be watercoloring in here. But there's kind of young faces, there's men, women, different ethnicities. That guy's funny. And there's some children in here. You can also use this as just a plain old coloring book. Give this to a 2nd grade girl. She would probably go bananas in here. And there's a little boy. There's even a baby. And there's a grandma. There's a grandpa with trucks on the back. So it's really all levels, all ages. Use it as a coloring book. Use it to swatch your materials, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. So yeah, you can also use it as a reference for different designs. That was number 2. Number 1 is swatch. I already talked about number 3, which is practice coloring in. And the 3rd one is you can also use these as references if you're doing your own pieces of work. I've used these exact same faces to I actually have done paintings using these, are lessons on how to do acrylics in skin tones in acrylics. So I use these faces over and over. And just fun fact, these faces were originally a part of my Skin Tone Secrets book, which I haven't talked about on my Mixed Media channel before. I actually referenced this in my drawing channel here on YouTube. This is where all these originally come from. And in this book, just FYI, this is all about doing skin tones and alcohol markers. It's specific to alcohol markers. So again, today I'm going to be swatching my Tombows. And I even get questions how do you use the book for swatching? And I was well, let me just show you exactly what I would do. So I'm just going to open it up to square 1, page 1. And I have these, I have these shades of I have pinks, And I have some oranges, I have neutrals, but when you're looking for skin tones, you want to just search for your neutrals, right? We don't really have purple skin unless we're little human aliens, but a lot of times you have sort of tones of orange and pink in the same projects, like this one by Cameron. Like this is like, her skin tone is like orange, to be honest. But it's convincing because they all blend together. So like even by the end of me swatching these, I would be able to pick out the different skin tones that I would use to do this drawing, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I just start out by, first of all, again, selecting my pinks, oranges, and neutral shades, kind of putting them off to the side. So here on the top, where it says Art Supply brand, I'm going to be putting in, I'm going to put Tombow skin tones. Okay, so I'm just going to write that in for myself, and I'm just going to kind of start lightest to darkest, and I'm going to like do my best to do what I think based on the caps. But what happens, see, this is like super orange, and I wouldn't have guessed that based on the cap. This one is also dried out. So this is another good reason. So this is 910, and then I just write 910 below it so I know which one that is. But this is another good reason for swatching your art supplies beforehand. Now, I have duplicates, so I'm going to see if I have a duplicate of this color, and then I'm literally going to throw this out. It does me no good to have a dried out marker. So I'm going to go see if I can find a duplicate, and then I'm going to throw this one out. All right, I don't have a duplicate, which makes me sad. So I'm going to just put a star next to it so I know that I need to actually get a new one, because that's a really good skin color, even though it's, I mean, look how perfect it would be for that project. It would basically be the base skin tone of that project, and I can't use it, so that stinks. But now I know, because I swatched it. So it doesn't really matter if you go, ooh, see, this is super gray. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is why we swatch. It's really important. N89. See, I probably won't even use that, but I've swatched it so I know what it looks like. But look at this, the cap does not look like just like a neutral skin tone. It does, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna toss that in my no pile. And then here is another one. This is like again, this just looks like a neutral. Now this would be good, this is N95. This would be good for like shadows look good when they're cold, and that's a nice cold color. So I'll keep it, but I don't know that I'm gonna use it. And this is more of a pink flavor, a pink look. So that would be good for layering. Now Tombows are a water-based marker. So they typically are used on watercolor paper. And then you use water to what we call sort of activate them or turn them into a watercolor. They're filled with this is a really nice one. They're filled with a dye-based ink that is not, light fast. This is not a fine art project. These are really like a craft grade project, but they're very popular. A lot of people collect them. I certainly do. So I wanted to make sure, I have this resource available and have some fun classes for my mixed media society members so they know how to use all of the art supplies that they have and learn while having super fun making all these fun projects. All right, so I'm gonna just really quick test all of these, and then I'll be ready to go for my lesson. So now what I can do, now that they're all like clearly laid out in front of me, it's so helpful because I can go in and start making matches of the colors that go together. So when you're doing skin tones, the easiest way to do it is to build a value scale of color So like in black and white, well, the value scale in gray tones would go from black to white. So then you have your different like shades of neutrals. So we want a value scale of pinks. Then you want a value scale of like orangey ones. Then you want to do a value scale of gray ones. Then you can do a value scale of brown shades. And that's how you can identify quickly the different skin tones that go together. And by value scale, I mean, usually the easiest way to do skin tones is pick 3 colors, light, medium, and dark of one shade. So light pink, medium pink, dark pink, light shades, okay? Light orange, medium orange, dark orange for orange shades. Does this make sense? For neutrals, you could do like 1, 2, 3. And this is exactly my system how I go about choosing skin tones. Now this is Cameron Marks, so this is definitely orange shade. So we would do this one, which sadly is dried out, like 1, 2, also dried out, but I had a duplicate so I can use it. So like 1, 2, 3, and then you can get fancy 4. So the more shades you have, the better, but 3 minimum and you're set, especially with a water-soluble instrument like Tombow's, because you add water and then you can blend beautifully all of these shades together. So I hope this video is super helpful. If it is, please subscribe and click the thumbs up button, and then I will time lapse the rest so you can get just a feel of how this all kind of comes together.
But it all comes down to what you wanna believe. One smile and you had planted a seed. Oh, now I don't need to dream away. Hey, hey. Once upon a time